Okay, so in this video we're going to be talking about IB English Language and Literature, Standard Level Paper 1. So as we open up the guide, the new guide for the first assessments that started in 2021, we see that Paper 1 says Guided Textual Analysis. The students would have an hour and 15 minutes. This paper consists of two non-literary passages. It's basically going to be like an advertisement, a picture, something like that, from two different text types, each accompanied by a question. Students choose one and then write an analysis of it. Normally when I'm working with students on this, I eliminate the choose one and I have them do both. So they get more practice, and then also there's not a lot of past papers of this, as the first assessment started in 2021 and we're in 22. So then the first thing I have in the folder is this file copy of the paper 1 study guide. And so this PowerPoint is going to tell you strategies for organization and analysis, so like how to do a paper 1 or what to do in a paper 1. So the first thing you want to do is read this and then go through it go through this with the students. So this would be the first thing to do, and then this is in the folder here. Right there. So then that's where to find that. Then after you've gone through this presentation to understand what it is you need to do and how it is you need to do it and what's the order and the organization, all of this type of stuff, then you can actually go on to a past paper. So then we have in the folder standard level, and the first examinations for this one were in 21. So we've got May 21, November 21. I have not yet purchased the May 22, but will soon. And so, for example, if we open one of these up, one of these past papers, so these are the actual exams put together by the IB program and given to the students. And so then we have one here that is our standard level. And so then it gives us the non-literary. In this one, there actually is some text, so that's good because I find that, and the students find that kind of helpful. And then it says, write a guided analysis. So then you would read this and then plan. The student might, the actual writing would take maybe a little bit longer. So probably what I normally do with the students is we read this, and then we go through and make an outline or take notes on what would you say, what would your analysis look like, what would it include, and take some notes, and then later they write it for homework. Then in the next class after that, they bring it and we go over it and we correct it, but they actually do the writing on their own. We just do kind of an outline and note-taking of what they would write. Then also in this folder, we have the mark scheme. So if we're wondering kind of what our answer should look like or what should be in our answer, we go to our mark scheme here, and they give us a little bit of ideas. Yeah, so they say mention these things. So that's quite helpful. Actually, here it's quite a detailed list, so that's good. And so normally what I do is, I bring my laptop to the class, and the student has their laptop. So the student will have the test open, and they'll be looking at this text, but on my laptop, I have the mark scheme open, and so I'm looking at that. And so that helps give me an idea of what I should put into my guided analysis in case I miss anything and stuff like that. So that's generally the best way to do the format of a class when the student wants to review paper 1. Let me know if you have any other questions. Thanks.